Hello everybody. Today I wanted to make a video with ending the 2024 and getting into 2025. How I have been using my Steam Deck and so many ways and things that have been happening with this handheld PC. Most of the things are positive, there are some negatives, but overall let's look at how I kind of viewed Steam Deck the whole year, how I have been using it, and what tips may I have for you. Maybe you learned some things or two on how to find extra usage for your Steam Deck. Alright, so without further ado, first thing that I will have to say is that I don't know how many people enjoy playing on the outside. Right now in Australia is summer, and I have been using quite a lot when I'm going outside for some just chilling in the park to enjoy my Steam Deck there. And the screen is so good that you don't really see any issues, you don't have to squint, you don't have any problem if you have a matte screen as well for reflections, and the light won't disturb you at all. Like, it was the best experience that I had handheld on the outside. I have been doing this for a very long time, and I used to go as a kid outside with my Game Boy Advance and my Game Boy Color playing Pokemon with like 12 other older kids like from my neighborhood. We were gathering together and battling and doing everything with Game Boy Advance. So it was pretty cool, and you kind of feel the ideal here, because back then we would have to use our hands to hide the sun and be able to play, because we didn't have the Game Boy Advance SP that had the backlit stuff. But enough reminiscing. Yeah, this is the best thing that I had outside of a phone on the sun. It just feels fantastic. My whole year playing games, it has kind of been surprising how I have been using my Steam Deck and how much more in order for playing many different games that I don't even touch on the Windows, as you see here. And to be fair, most of the times on the Windows have been mostly Elden Ring, which was not really possible to play the expansion on the deck with very good performance. So I prefer to play it on PC, on my desktop, and that's pretty much it. But I have been surprised myself when I saw that on the stats 65% I have been using my Steam Deck overall. And another thing that I want to talk about here is that this year we have kind of seen how things have been evolving, and some games are not really playable on the Steam Deck. The solution that I have found around that is to stream the games directly to your Steam Deck. The Steam Deck has really good latency, especially with the OLED screen as well. It really helps. And if you want to stream from your PS5 specific games that are very heavy, like Path of Exile 2, Silent Hill, and some others, maybe in time they will get better optimization, but right now they don't really perform well at all. And instead of trying to just use fake frames and have insane latency with frame generation, I believe the best situation is to use streaming. And I have been using Path of Exile for 3 characters now with streaming, and it works really well. There have been various ways that I have been using this, the streaming in general. I have been using it with Chiaki for deck. I have been using it like this directly from my PC to stream it on my Steam Deck here. And I have been using as well Sunlight and Moonlight. There are programs that are using, instead of using the direct thing from Steam. And you can see how low the latency is even with VSync on. This is on my OLED screen, and this is how I prefer to play it when I wanted to play on the big screen, because the PS5 Pro didn't really perform as much as I wanted. So my 3070 still outperformed the PS5 Pro, so I continued playing Path of Exile specifically through here. And another thing that we have to say is when you have a Windows PC and you're streaming your stuff, you can stream Game Pass, which this is something I have been enjoying a lot, playing the Indiana Jones game. It has been pretty good experience. I enjoyed the game. It has been definitely breath of fresh air, and I think subscribing for specific months that you get a lot of worth and you know that you have a window that you want to play a specific game from this thing, if you subscribe to the PC Game Pass, it's like the best deal ever. It's like a really, really good deal. And yeah, I definitely enjoyed this. And now next month I won't renew it because I don't really have any other game to play. When they have another game that I want to play, I will subscribe again. So it's good to use whatever you can, because this game also doesn't perform well on the Steam Deck at all. So instead of trying to force yourself to make something that doesn't work, why not just take the easier point? And this game specifically, even if they want to use action combat, you don't really have an issue. The most of the issue you're gonna have is if you're playing shooting games, competitive shooting games like Marvel Rivals. That one I prefer to even use frame generation over streaming it. Alright, and as I said, Marvel Rivals, another thing that I have been doing is when it gets too hot in here, I prefer to not really sit on my PC setup. Because on summer here it gets really hot. Right now it's summer. I know it's reverse seasons to everywhere else in the world. And I prefer to not sit inside. So I will come outside to the room, chill with my wife, either on the couch, or if I want to sit here on the table, I will just put my the other screen that I have here that you can connect it with the dock, and here you have. It's like you have a laptop experience, but it's a little bit different form factor. It's not as seamless, but it's really, really good. And you definitely can transform your Steam Deck into a workplace. Unless you have to use very specific programs that are not really compatible, those programs, with the Linux distributions here. And a lot of things you can work around it. If you have another PC that you have all of your information in and you don't want to move it, you know what you can do? You can use the cloud PC, and instead of like trying to do this, remote desktop to your PC, and you can use everything perfectly fine. I have done this, and I have done some work, some coding work, even on big screen using Moonlight and Sunlight remote desktop, and it worked perfectly fine. There was no issue at all, and I didn't have to sit in the hot weather. I would just chill out here and enjoy my espresso just fine. The last thing that I have found use for the Steam Deck was to actually transform it into a media thing. So I have been using it a lot, and like this is how I have been using my tablet sometimes. I will just have it there when I wake up and I will watch a video, or if I go to bed and I just want to watch video, instead of watching it on my phone, I will watch the YouTube video or the Netflix series on here. And it's pretty good because it has support with all of the Bluetooth devices as well, so you won't really have any problems. And I really love to use it a lot like that. Like, is it YouTube? You can do this. If you use non-Steam Deck launchers, you can put anything that you want, from streaming services, from Twitch, YouTube, you name it. You can have everything in there, and it feels amazing with the trackpads. So overall, my journey in 2024 has been so big with the Steam Deck, and I have been enjoying using it so much. Fantastic. Another great feature, this video that you see playing on the background on loops is captured directly from the Steam Deck OLED. And you can, what I did was that I was able to make a FTP network and send it directly to myself without really doing anything. You can share movies and everything, and you can play them with VLC as well from your desktop directly to your Steam Deck without really having to do any busy work on your Steam Deck. And all you have to do is go to the thing, go to where you saved the movie or whatever you did, and you can watch it from there. So it really has so much utility, and I have not really just trying to find new stuff just to find new stuff, but you can do a lot of things with this thing. And that's what really makes me happy to use this. It just keeps finding new ways, and especially like now, as I said, with the record function that you can upload directly to any device. For example, I take a clip here for 1 minute and I can set it directly to my phone immediately, no problems at all, and I can save it just like you do with the PlayStation app, and you can upload it to wherever you want and stuff like this. And you can really configure it to whatever you want, how long you want it, if you even want it at all. But the background recording for me has been really awesome. I have kind of stretched it here. I have zoomed in order to be able to feel the aspect ratio here. But overall, I think that things just keep getting better. I'm pretty sure soon we're gonna see the future with Steam machines, and things for the Steam Deck gonna get even better. If you are thinking about Steam Deck, I will definitely, and if you like ever think about battery, I will definitely suggest just look at this one, look at OLED. The battery is massive compared to the LCD model, and it just makes life easier. You don't have to worry about battery, and I'm someone that was always battery anxious with all of my stuff. I never like really ran out of battery because I always look for ways to charge it even when it's like 5%. So yeah, like this is pretty much the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I didn't try to talk too much specifically about what games I have been playing, just the ways that I have been using this device. And yeah, if you can let me in the comments how have you been using the device, if you knew some stuff that you can do here, and some tricks that I may not know myself. The other thing that I want to say, it's a cool trick I found out very recently. So what you can do, if you go on desktop and you connect your phone, any phone I think, because even iPhone works that way. If you can connect your phone with Bluetooth from the Steam Deck side when you're on desktop mode, you can listen to music directly from your phone. So the phone will send music to your Steam Deck, and it's really cool because even if you have like audio headphones, like I do that a lot, when I want to listen to music, I will just pop off on my iPhone here, I will connect it to the Steam Deck, and I will just put podcast or whatever it is without really costing any resources on my Steam Deck, and enjoy playing the Steam Deck game. I will just remove the music part from the game and just listen to whatever else I listen to. Pretty cool, especially for grindy games. Definitely really easy, and there are a lot of like decky loader things that you can do, that you can even use to remote kind of check and change songs and stuff like this, even when it's connected to your phone. And you can even use a mixer that you can up and down specific volumes that you want on the game. So definitely, like, there's so many things that I definitely don't even know that you can do with the Steam Deck, but overall this is how I use it and I really enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day. See you next time.